Yes. Okay. I'm a officer of BCD. That's right, I'm an officer of BCD, BOYT's Complaints Department. If you have a complaint about the bottom of YouTube, I'm the man to speak to. That's right. We haven't had a BOYT's Complaints Department before, and I think we needed it. Let's see who turns up and complains, shall we? Good morning. How are you? My name's Seeds. I'm head of the BCD, the BOYT's Complaints Department. If you have a complaint, I'd like to hear it now. One at a time, don't rush me. And I shall try and address your issues. That's right. I'm head of the BOYT's Complaints Department, so you just have to tell me what the problem is and I can help you. Be snappy about it. Do you have a complaint about the bottom of YouTube? I'd like to help. Well, bit of guidance doesn't hurt. No one there? My assistant says don't talk too loud. You're fired. Morning, Sean the Brit. Do you have a complaint? I'm head of the BCD, BOYT's Complaint Department. If you have one, I'll take notes and see if we can remedy the problem. Unless you don't have any problems with the BOYT, you don't have any complaints to give me, I guess. Anyone there got complaints about the bottom of YouTube? I'm here to help if I can. I'll be taking the odd on-live phone call from people that are already queued up to give complaints. Okay, Sean says, Vinny has turned into a real bitch, please sort that out. Right, I don't know whether you want a pack of feral dingoes to attack him in a bloodlust attack to remove him from the planet Earth completely, just leaving his hat and his beard on the counter. That could be a consideration. So Vinny's turning into a real bitch. Well, the answer there, Sean, I think is, and I've just checked the records, yes, the answer is to buy him a small skirt, tight little black skirt, I think, for Vinny, and maybe a little bit of a tiara. That way we can, you can actually just keep calling him a little bitch. Well, fun is what you make it, I imagine. Good morning, Keeping. I'm head of the BOYT's Complaint Department. If you'd like to issue in a complaint, I've just sorted out Sean's problem. Well, one of the problems Sean faces, I imagine, but a short black skirt with a nice tiara, and maybe a pair of coconut bras. That way, if you can't solve the problem, you should work with it. Sean, is all I'm saying. That's what, it's not a problem solved, but it's an alternative option. Sean, that's all I'm saying. Anyone else got a complaint against the bottom of YouTube? I'm here to help. Gone very quiet. Maybe Vinny's got that black dress already. Nice little, I think, little gold tiara, Sean, myself, with sparkly bits on it. They can be diamantes, they don't need to be real, but nice little tight black skirt for Vinny. Go well. Coconut bras, I'm thinking, myself, to set it off nicely. When you go out, you should dress up. Anyone else there with a complaint against the bottom of YouTube? I'm here to assist if I can. Let's see. No one's typing. Maybe everyone's happy with the bottom of YouTube. They don't have any complaints about behaviour or representation from certain sections. Kirk, 46, is now 46, and he's going to be leaving in a few weeks, and he's going around the Cape Horn on his sailboat. He's mad. Cape Horn is a nightmare. David, good morning. Have you got any complaints about the bottom of YouTube? How do you get out of BOYT? Well, that's not really a solution, David, because it will follow you. Yeah, good luck to Kirk. I hope he does well, but going around the Horn is a bit of a issue in a small boat. How do I get out of BOYT? I'm thinking about that for a moment, David. Maybe you could hire a small group of ninjas from Japan to package you in a large container and float you across the Pacific. It's not probably the solution you're looking for, but it is one where you could actually end up in maybe Okinawa, maybe in Tokyo, and start a new life. They have very small bikes over there, so you'll have to either lose weight or put two of them together. Again, probably not a problem solved, but a problem shared there, David. Any other questions about the bottom of YouTube? I'm head of the complaints department, the BCD. Women aren't going to complain. They're happy with the bottom of YouTube, Itchy. I imagine that they're really just thriving on the issues involving conflict, anger, hatred. I think there is probably issues on the bottom of YouTube, but other than David being cast off to Japan, I think everything's fine. I have a complaint about Homer Simpson looking at his name. Sean? I don't think Sean really is Homer Simpson at all. I've seen him on camera. Very un-Homer Simpson-like. Though, in his own words, he could probably lose a few of those little extra chocolate bars. Sean? You want to get back to the UK looking trim and taut, so people can say, wow, living in the US has done you wonders. Can I speak to your manager? Good morning, Leroy. Yeah, please leave a note, and we'll get back to you within several decades, I imagine. No one in Canada has any problems. It's the land of plenty, beauty, peacefulness, love, all those things. That's what Canada's all about. That's why there's a border. Canada doesn't want anyone to get in. Mind you, when they do get in, they never leave. Canada is the actual ultimate BOYT. When you get there, there's no turning back. A couple of great Canadian shows I've watched. Well, not so much Canadian, but Alaska on the left-hand side of Canada, down the bottom of it. What was that called, that show? You know the show? Hello? My producer's gone to sleep. You know the Canada show, the Alaska show where they're in the ice and the snow and they're trying to live off the land and all that?
Life Below Zero.
That's it, Life Below Zero in Alaska. That's where people need to be sent from BOYT with a very thin t-shirt and maybe a pair of short skirts, black ones like Vinny's going to have. Pretty sure that's been organised by Sean as we speak on Amazon. One black tight skirt for Vinny, tiara, golden
I've got a tiara.
diamantes.
I got a tiara I can send him.
Yes, I know. Oh, I was just tricking. Alaska is on the left-hand side, down a bit from Canada. And bloody cold. But not as cold as a friend of mine that lives at 39 degrees north. Yes, he is a true pioneer man. Frontier man. In other words, he's gone, what's that? That's my frontier. So, I'm head of the complaints department of BOYT. Or the BOYT's complaints department. Depends which religion you follow. Morning, Kathy. Do you have any complaints about the bottom of YouTube? Anyone in particular? Any group of people? Maybe they're massing against you in a large formed army of vegans, all ex-librarians, heading your way. Is that a problem with you, Kathy? Or is peace befallen? Everything in your life on YouTube. Well, you do have a complaint. All right, let me take notes. Kathy has a complaint. And what would that be, Kathy? What is your complaint? Speak up, woman. Don't be frightened. We're all friends here, except your trolls that are watching you in the room. We have a show like that in Scotland, Life Below Empty. Yeah, that's the worst show I've ever seen from Scotland. All these depressed people with their heads bowed down low. Vinny is in too deep with the drama folk. Well, you can choose to go to which restaurant you like. If you happen to like to go to a restaurant where people stab each other with plastic forks, you go there. If you don't particularly like that, you find a more refined establishment. That's what I do. Well, I mean, Vinny's got time in his hand and he's probably playing games and having fun, stirring the pot, getting a bit of a kick out of life. I think most of the things that Vinny does is a bit tongue-in-cheek. As long as it's not his tongue in my cheek, I'm fine. You have in the US we have a show they called Summer Stuff, and they just mentioned they're called Alaska. No, I don't know about that one. I do know about the Life Below Zero though. Vinny has been in deep with the drama girls for a few years now. Well, I've said to David, the answer there is to buy Vinny a nice tight black skirt, a pair of coconut bras, and a little gold tiara. Now, I was making him head of the drama community. If not, at least he'll look good. Let's be honest. It's a win-win situation. So, any other complaints? My time is important. Time is money. This is a business, you know, I'm running. I don't make any money, and it's none of your business. My producer's deep in research over here, looking at some of the problems David faced. But apparently there are shipping containers that he can be put into with air capacity. Yep, plenty. Up to about 15 days air coverage, David, so you should be right there. The BOYT Complaints Department. That's what I am. I'm BCB. There's not many jobs in the BOYT's Complaint Department because people can't hack, can't stand the heat. Don't like the kitchen. Leroy says, my big toe itches when I eat eggplant. Can you help me with that? Yeah, cut your toe off. No more problem. Eat as much eggplant as you like. Either have anaesthetic or not, Leroy. It's up to you. You could save a few bob because you know how much these anaesthesias charge you, even for the simple removal of a large toe? Probably $1,000 in anaesthesia. Where, if you just look away to the right and go, squirrel, and someone comes down with a very sharp samurai sword, it's all over. As long as they're accurate, because you don't want to take your other toes off, just the big one. Then you can eat your eggplant to your heart's desire. What are you doing? Well, you're giving up something to get the pleasure of something else. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm packing my bags right now to try it. See, it's a good idea, David. Japan, you're going to look like a god when you get over there. You'll tower over all those people. Big toe itches, you lucky bastard. Yes, when I was a boy, no one could afford an itchy toe. Vinny is so confused. All right, well, at least he's in a state of confusion. Then we have the Alaskan bush people. They moved to Colorado. Yeah, I think people in Alaska are a lot different than the rest of the people. Like the people in Hawaii are different than the rest of the people in the US. Yum, coated fried eggplant with sprinklings of granulated tow just across the top. Not everyone's taste, I know, but still. Hello, good morning, Maxine Blue. I'm head of the BOYT, or bottom of YouTube, complaints department. Can I help you? RV Radio, good morning to you. I like a good radio. Must be hard driving around just in a very large vintage radio box with wheels, but still, everyone has a choice in life which they want to do from time to time. Maybe a bit cramped, but you listen to good music all the way around. Probably a battery operated or one of them spindle operated radios. Nothing wrong with that. So David's off to Japan. We've solved that problem so far. Not sure how he'll go in Japan. Like I say, he'll be a giant. They probably think he's part of the Godzilla movie set. And Vinny's problem's been solved by David by having a small black skirt, sexy one, with coconut bras and a gold tiara. Like I said, if he doesn't end up top of the drama queen community, he will at least look good. And Maxine says hello to Whiz Up, Leroy and Oda. Of course, I don't get to see all of the chat, so if I miss you, I'm not ignoring you. You can put a complaint in about that if you like, and I'll try and look at it later, because I'm on a very small screen with very old eyes. Oda May Cooper, have you got any complaints? You've had a few I've listened to in the past, but you seem very happy most of the time. No complaints so far other than Vinny and eggplants. But again, that removal of the large toe for Leroy alleviates any issues about allergies in regards to eggplants from now on. He will be walking down the street a little bit wobbly, but still, you give up something to get something better. This show is not going to go long because being head of the BOYT Complaints Department, the BCD, it's trying and testing and unnerving sometimes, but I try and help where I can. Full-time job, just saying. Yeah, it could be. I'm learning how to deal with issues on my own. That is the answer to most of the problems in life, is to say to myself, I have a problem, let me be the first one to tackle it. And when you can't handle the problem, go to someone who can. I think I've given Seeds too much coffee today. That's an idea. Can I have another coffee? It'll only be my 19th. I have no complaints. Excellent. Where is Mrs. Seeds? Over here in the production set. Cameras, lights, all that sort of thing. There are other opportunities to work in the BCD, the BOYT's Complaint Department, but those actual departments haven't been opened yet because people complained about too many people working in the BCB. And it's a bit of a dilemma, really. Now, if we had more people working in the BOYT's Complaint Department, we'd have less people complaining. Have a think about that for a moment. The missus is here shaking her head. It's something to do with a neurology problem. One eye twitters. And if I miss any of the text, I'm sure the producer, my wife, will get back to me. So anyone else got complaints? Are you happy with, let me bring up a topic that maybe you could talk about. Avi says, it's cold, it's raining here, can the BOYT complaint with tone? Yes, we can. Move.
Get an umbrella.
Come to Australia, it never rains. Bring your stereo RV with you, all should be good.
Get an umbrella.
Can you get Vinny a man pond, please? Wow. I think with the black skirt, I think he's set. I don't think a man pond's required. Okay, question for the producer. Mrs. Seeds, there's a question coming up for you.
Okay.
From Kathy Weezer.
Okay.
I think she wants to give you one of her dogs. I'm not sure.
I'll take it.
Saw a cute dog today, actually, didn't we? About a 5-year-old Staffy, one of them smooth skin. Always seemed to be smiling. There's Sean is. Please fire him. Well, we're not in a position here at the BCD to fire people. Hey Seeds, have you been? Oh, missed that bit too quick. Excellent suggestion. Lucky unpacked. Off he goes. Australia's great, mate. You'll love it. Does Mr. Seeds use much? I didn't miss that. What was that?
Mrs. Seeds, does Mr. Seed use too much onion for you?
Never. She loves onion. Her last meal that she cooked is on this channel, frying potatoes.
That's so exciting.
But she can fry potatoes in many ways. Turn the pan around a little bit to the left, add a little bit more potato, or a little bit more paprika, a bit more onion, a bit more garlic, or change the balances of it. So there's no complaints from me in my wife cooking the fried potato.
Yeah, because you're lucky I cooked it, because I don't cook.
No, she does cook. Not sure how often. I mean, there are calendar months you could work with, or maybe the Aztec calendar could tell us the last time you did cook.
Well, you took over the kitchen. That's your
Well, I
fault.
like cooking, but
Yeah,
she is a
not
good cook,
mine.
don't get me wrong. If you've not seen, I don't know what the video is called on my channel, or her channel, on her channel, it is German pancakes. No complaints there, superb. Morning VMAC, welcome to the CBD, the complaints department of BOYT. Can I help you? Do you have any complaints at all? Everyone else seems to be happy with the resolve. Since you're almost a whole day ahead of us, how is today going to be? Well, all I can say to you is that the time and distance between you and I would suggest that the Earth's still here now. So there's one thing I can tell you, that by the time you rotate those 12 hours, you'll be still here, whether you get hit by a meat truck, a meteor, tsunami, I don't know. They're things that are not in the calculations. So you've got no complaints. You've got at least 12 hours, keeping, to get to where you are now. As long as you don't get hit by a truck, you should be fine. So we've solved the Vinny issue. He's getting his tight black sexy skirt along with coconut bras and a tiara. David's off to Japan. One more question, please. I heard there's not making yardsticks any longer. Can you help? Well, it's not so much they're making yardsticks any longer, they just made them shorter. You know, they still call them yardstick. You know, when you go to a shop now and you used to buy a big tin of whatever, you know, a pound of this, it's the same tin, but it's half the size at the same price. So the yardsticks that are measured on the BOYT are basically shorter, and it depends who's measuring how long it will be. In other words, they can change the objectivity of their, would I suggest, program in regards to maybe organising something. So the yardstick on BOYT is a lot shorter than it is in real life. In other words, they can make up whatever they like and call it a yardstick. That's the beauty of BOYT, I believe. Truth is something that is not actually floating to the top. So I've got a complaint there. I like people to be more honest, but I don't see a lot of it. A lot of bullshit in between truths. Thank you for having me, Mr. and Mrs. Seeds. I have to run class. Have a good evening. Goodbye, Maxine.
See you,
And may the force go with you.
See you, Maxine.
So like I say, Vinny's problem's been solved. David's off to Japan. Probably get bit work in Godzilla movies. Run a small bike shop. Won't sell any drugs in Japan. A lot of Japanese just eat sushi and noodles, David. So I'm not suggesting you do sell drugs, but if you did, you probably wouldn't get much of a market there. Maybe the younger generation is different, I don't know. A lot of Japanese I know are very traditional, and they have no complaints. BOYT's complaints department here, can I help you? Anyone else got a complaint? We seem to be going pretty good with this first session. This is a initiative by the American government to help people. Morning, Rujex. How are you? Rujex has never got any problems. He's problem-free. He's the kind of guy that you need on BOYT. The drama community won't find me. Someone said that earlier. And if they do, I'll just shut it down. Good morning, BOYT's Complaint Department. Can I help you? VMAX not got any problems? That's good. It must be a Canada thing, I think. Like I said, Canada's a bit like paradise. Everyone's happy, everyone gets more money than they deserve, live in palaces, eat food only fit for kings and queens. And basically life's fantastic. Why wouldn't you live in Canada? Good morning, awesome hooker. I'm head of BOYT's Complaints Department. Can I help you? Have you got any complaints? Again, a very affable lady in the United States who doesn't seem to complain much. Well, I don't hear much. I think the complaints might have dried up. It's interesting. Old Rugis is a double Asian for the drama community. I don't believe that for one moment. Boot him, get him, boot him. Go on, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I think, like I say, the only thing that the drama community really thrives on is conflict. Even when it seems there's peace, there's a ripple of vengeance on the surface. I love you. I miss you. I always loved you. Is she gone now? Bitch. Did you see what she said to me? What she said to Josephine, who said to Maxine, who said to Cheryl? Yeah. When she comes back, hello. I love you. Miss you. Know what I mean? They thrive on it. Some people's drug is alcohol. Some people's drugs are pills, marijuana. The drama community's drug is conflict. They love that shit. It is. It's a bit like watching 14-year-old girls slap each other with their lunch, kick each other, throw and spit at each other, and then go back into class and they love each other for another day till the bell rings. Ding ding. They're back outside. I heard what you said. You said, she said, and I know that she didn't say that, but when she did say it, you just lied. I'm going to start a hang up. I was in another room just then, and this bitch said that she said, I said, Maxine said that, Jody said that, Carol suggested in a very subtle way that she didn't like me. I've unsubbed her. I've taken her off Twitter. I've closed her Facebook account because I had her password. And when she comes, oh, hey, there she is. Hello. I love you. I missed you. Yeah, it's been great. She gone again? Do you see that? Do you see how she just comes in my room after she attacked me and her and telling Josephine, Maxine and Jody? Have I missed anything? Do you think? And at the end of the day, when all the shadows have been fighting each other, I'm going to kill you, I hate you, I love you, kill you, hate you, love you. And whoosh, the next day, it's like a pea coming out of the ground. Nothing happened. And everything's fine again. And what happens? She comes in the room again, says, Jody said that, Cheryl said that, Maxine didn't say that yesterday. And I'm bringing up something from 9 years ago when you first came on YouTube. Remember when you had short hair? And you said that short hair is, and now you've got long hair? You're lying. You're just full of, and it's wrong. You know, you're all having to go at short-haired people. Now, 9 years ago when you first come on YouTube, you had short hair. I have the proof. I've got the videos. Ridiculous, isn't it? And you're hearing what you normally hear. 12-year-old girls, you know, prepubescent, fighting each other because they've just seen Brad Silverdog come in the room. And I like Brad. I like Brad better. No, Brad's my friend. Seriously? Hello, I'm Seats Freedom from the BOYT's Complaint Department. Can I help you? Any issues, problems to do with being on the internet on the bottom of YouTube, I'm the person to come to. It's a free service offered by the Trump administration. I get to own portions of Idaho. They're just going to give it to me. They're going to build a wall around it, and it's going to be my land. There'll be Idaho, and half of Idaho will be Seeds land. What's that? Hell, Seeds, hell, Seeds. No, kidding. Hello, I'm Seeds Freedom from the BOYT Department. Can I help you? This is a complaint section. Tucker is an old school troll. Loves it. I'll adopt you, love. One good thing about BOYT is elbow views are dropping, not going up. Well, the determination of when water starts spinning around a sink, Brad, you know, eventually, without the plug-in, when there is no bottom, no safety net, that water eventually gurgles and gurgles, and then you hear that at the very end, no more water. You've just summed it up with that little statement. The end is near. Bags are packed. Where are we going?
I'm having a conversation with Awesome. She's adopting me.
Oh, right. Well, she can cook. And she will be, by the end of this season, a proficient gardener, so you'll eat. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I'm Ceased Freedom from the BOYT's Complaint Department. Can I help you? And Santa Claus says I'm watching you, Mr. Seeds. Yeah. Bring it on. Ho, ho, huckin' ho. Santa Claus is... She said that, Maxine said that Awesome said she saw Vinny in a miniskirt, a black one that David gave him, little gold tiara and coconut bras. I don't believe it. He wants that van so bad. Well, he's got a complaint then, isn't he? I don't see him in here, so I can't sort of address his complaint. I suppose if he did ask, you know, he's complaining about not getting a free van from somebody who deserves it more than him because they actually paid for it, I'd be saying, maybe you could get a fucking job.
How can you buy something if you don't have the money?
Well, it's called delusion. Oh boy, why is bad behaviour rewarded? Well, in real life, it's very similar, believe it or not. I'll give you the example. From the Complaints Department book, the Bible, book of the Complaints Department, it says, when the loudest bell is rung, it attracts the most attention. You ring the bell loud enough and you attract the most attention. But I think the bell ringing days are coming to an end, personally. Like a car accident on the highway, you'll look. Oh, look at that, poor bugger. And if you're in a shopping centre and there's a kid screaming, 2 years old, ranting and raving in the aisle, you'll look.
B-Mac, I would send Vinny a coconut bra to see it.
Well, if Vinny is the head of the drama department now, that's his choice. I don't mind. He's got plenty of time to play around and have a good time. I think most of the time he just pokes people. See if he can get a reaction. Aussies do that, by the way. You know, they'll do things like open up a hangout and start a complaints department of BOYT.
Yeah. Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Where I am the official representation of the Trump administration's Road to Recovery, BOYT's Complaint Department. Can I help you? Next caller, please. Hello? Can I help you? Oh, hang on. I'm just hearing in the distance. What's this? I'd like to be a YouTube celebrity and stuff with BOYT. Complaint Department suggest I purchase Royal Blue. No, if you want to be a real celebrity, I would suggest that you probably cut one of your arms off and slap yourself silly on camera, like the fish scene from Monty Python. You know what I mean? You will bleed to death, but I mean the celebrity status you will reach before your last breath's taken will be unbelievable. You'll be an icon. You'll be dead, but you'll still be an icon. Let's get Tucker to wear one. Oh, I see.
So
You must first take out the toilet. Yeah, we call those type of vehicles that poor little bugger in the van uses a van, a cargo van, you know. No shitter, no shower. It's a cargo van.
Does Leroy need a number, or can you just jump in with...
No, Leroy can jump in. I'll make room for all these. Just put those calls on hold for me, right? And Leroy, can I help you? CDB here, Complaints Department of BOYT. Good morning, Sid Angel. How are you? It's good to see there are no members of the drama community in here because I don't know whether I could keep up with the complaints. Good morning, Cease to Freedom from the Department of Complaints of BOYT. Can I help you? I'm not sure, VMAC, whether you can insure a bag of human feces. Don't think there's an insurance company that wants to take that on. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's one in North Korea, an insurance company you can pay premiums to. Not sure the payouts will happen. But yeah, this is a new initiative by the Trump administration employing me in Australia. That means I'm like a third party and not affected by the Republican or the Democrat thing. Fair and balanced. That's what he said to me with his toupee. And are you going to make Mexico pay for the fence? I've already got the answer speaking to Donald the other day. What it is, they are going to build a wall. It is only one brick high, but what it means is Trump gets his way. He gets his answer. It only costs $1.4 million to go from coast to coast in the US to completely surround Mexico with a one high brick wall. And we believe most of the Mexicans and the Guatemalans and all those South American people trying to get in here will come up against that one brick high. We're talking 4 inches, all right? These people are not that tall. Trump's not only saved money, but he's pushed through his wall. See? Told you he'd build a wall. Mike says, I'd like to return to my childhood to be entitled for everything. Well, give it a go. Build a time machine. Give me a dial. Call me up when that happens. I just tweeted you out onto the drama community. Whoever that is, boot him.
Oh my God, if I could...
Good morning, Seas to Freedom from the Department of Complaints of BOYT. Can I help you? Leroy seems to have been, I don't know, maybe one of the drama community people grabbed him. He's been held hostage in a very small tin can. Hello, what moment? I'm getting a call. Hello, Cheryl? Yes, Cheryl. Beryl said what? Trudy said what? Sandy did that? You're going to start a hangout. Okay. Now, don't complain to me. I don't speak to the drama department. I'm the complaints department of BOYT. Fine, don't lose your... Keep your knickers on. Goodbye. Leroy is a drama queen. Ban him. I don't know about that. Have to work for a living. Wow, there's such a thing as pride, achievement. Even if you fail in a working position, at least you gave it a go. I suggest what you do is get a job for 2 months and then pack it in saying it's all too hard. Buy a cargo van, shit it in the corner of the cargo van until it reaches the middle, and then sell it. And maybe Mike Diamond, is it Mike Diamond? I forget. Chris Diamond maybe give you a very large van that he purchased, give you the cash as well, pat you on the back and say, you're God, you deserve this. Give Crystal a hug for me. Is this a crystal as in a rock or a physical person? Awesome. I have a complaint. I need to know. Crystal sounds like a woman's name, but it could be something that you're doing in another week or two's time.
No, it's
Saturday night, isn't it?
Sunday.
I do believe I can announce this publicly. On Saturday night, awesome hooker will get her rocks off. Well, I mean, crystals. So we've solved 2 problems tonight, which is good. We've got Leroy, who's removed his big toe, so we can now consume eggplant. We've actually 3 problems we've solved. We've got Vinny wearing a small, tight, sexy black skirt with coconut bras and a gold tiara. Like I say, if he doesn't succeed being the king of the queens of the dramas, he will still look good. And we've got David in a small shipping container heading towards Tokyo. That way he can escape BOYT. Little does he know we have a department in Tokyo. Still, it's hope that we'll thrive on in life. Don't forget Tucker wearing the grass skirt. Tucker's done a lot of things in his time on YouTube. I knew Tucker a long time ago as Mr. Displaced. In fact, it was quite funny listening to him, pretending to be Tucker when I knew who he was. I'm sure there was dozens of us that knew that. He's a nice chap. But life is short. Life is tough sometimes. Life is exciting sometimes. It's called a bag of mystery. And you've got to open it to live it. Thanks, BOYT Complaint Department. I'm off to make some quality content. I'm composing my song, My Shawarma, using the melody and music of My Sharona. That sounds fantastic. I want to see a copy of that video. Oh, you've got VMAC about to head into a hissy fit. You know that means she'll bite her bottom lip with her teeth. There'll be blood everywhere. Now, the Complaints Department is allowed each session, apparently under the Trump administration. This was something I negotiated with the then Foreign Secretary, the then Minister of Defence. They're all gone now, of course. Most of them are in jail. But at the time I got the document signed, and Trump said, go ahead. So he said, I, on one occasion during each broadcast of the BOYT's complaint department, can give you a joke, you know, to alleviate some of the tension that people have with complaints. Here's the joke. When I was over in Ireland many years ago, I met this chap in a bar. He was drunk, really drunk, I mean, really drunk. And he kept slurring over. He said, I killed my wife. I went, yeah, righto, mate, righto. Nah, I really killed my wife, I did. I'm going, righto. He grabbed me by the arm and he said, I'll show you where she's buried. And he was very insistent, a big bloke too, so I didn't want to argue with him. So I went with him. We went down the lane, across a paddock, round a very large sort of hill over a bridge, and we got to his house. And he said, come around the back and I'll show you. And I'm thinking, this guy's a nut. I don't know whether I should be here. Anyway, he takes me around the back and he gets his torchlight out, and sure enough, there's this enormous bottom sticking out of the ground. Just a big bum sticking out the ground. And he turned around and said to me, see, I told you I killed her. And I went, oh, okay, mate, but why did you bury her with a bum sticking out the ground? He looked at me strange and said, I've got her somewhere to park me bike. Right, thank you. Tell Donald that I got that one in. But yeah, you complain as much as you like, but life is meant to be interesting, not meant to be easy. We don't like the crappy bits in between. As long as he's not wearing old man slippers with it, hooker. But I'm sure you've got better places to be. I thought I'd just get on here and deliver a little bit of pathos and mirth. You're Googling now, aren't you? What the hell is a mirth? Is that a marital aid? But anyway, I do hope you have a fantastic day. I do hope Vinny gets his small, tight, sexy black skirt with the coconut bras and the gold tiara. I do hope if David's on his way in a shipping container across the Pacific to go to Japan, I hope when he gets there, at least he will try sushi.
You'll have to send this to Awesome. She likes it.
Like this? You can't have it. And like I say, the biggest problem of tonight, Leroy's allergic reaction to eating eggplant was solved because we removed his big toe. Medically approved, and he now lives a whole and fulfilling life. Many thanks. If you could expedite that, Vinny, it would be greatly appreciated. I think as we speak, there's probably 9 people buying short, black, sexy skirts in Vinny's size. I wonder when his wife opens up the packages. What are these? What the hell are these? Not to mention the gold tiaras. So good people, I suggest if you haven't gone somewhere that is far more entertaining than this and have more fun, I suppose if you don't want to have any of that sort of thing like fun and entertainment and a good time, go and find one of the drama rooms right now, because Cheryl just said that Judy has just come into the chat, who was there 3 weeks ago saying that Awesome and Sean the Brit was in there as well. And apparently, I want to tell you, Jody, Vinny wears a short, sexy, black skirt with a gold tiara and coconut bras. Spread it around. Oh, here comes Sally. Hello, Sally. I love you. Yeah, missed you. Bye, Sally. Bitch. Enjoy your day.